Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. We're back with more Poke Duel. What's going on, guys? Oh my god, I'm gonna do this a lot. Wrong button. We're back with some more Yu-Gi-Oh! Poke Duel. Let's have a quick recap of what we've got. Starting with our newest member. Finally, we have fucking Cyber Dragon. Level 46 Modest Nature, because it's gonna be best Modest when we get it evolved up to a Cyber End Dragon. Sturdy. And we got Flash Cannon, Charge Beam, Metal Claw, and Thunderfang. And because we have all these less than 100% accurate moves, Cyber Dragon has the wide lens for now. We got Shining Flare Wingman with the Muscle Band, Jolly Nature, and Galvanize. So normal moves become electric and boosted by 20%, which is our Extreme Speed. Skyscraper is just a Swords Dance, so that doesn't really matter. And Sky Scorcher and Aerial Ace for stab. Then up next we have Air Neos, my favorite Elemental hero, holding the Sharp Beak to power up its flying type moves. Jolly Nature with Gale Wings, meaning flying moves hit first at full HP. With Drill Peck, Neos Force, Feather Dance, and Roost. And Neos Force is a new move that the user's type determines its move, so it gets stab off of it. It becomes flying type, and it gives you a 20% chance to raise the attack stat. So this thing is going to hit fast, it's going to hit hard, and it's going to hit priority because of the Gale Wings. So that's awesome. Then we got our starter, the Red Eyes Black Metal Dragon. Naive Nature with the leftovers because he's a mixed attacker with Levitate using Red Eyes Burn, Inferno Blast, Dust Tornado, and Iron Head. So Dust Tornado we will get rid of at some point. Inferno Fire Blast is our Flamethrower, but Red Eyes Burn is kind of like Overheat, but with 100% recoil. So, only for dire situations. Oh, or didn't mean to do that. Then we got our Black Skull Dragon, our Raichu of the team, holding the Amulet Coin, Modest Nature, and Levitate as well. Dark Electric, really cool. With Shockwave, Thunderbolt, Thunderwave, and learned Dark Pulse the last stream, which is awesome. And then lastly, we've got our Dark Magician of Chaos, with the black glasses, power up his dark type moves, her dark type moves, timid nature to boot, inner focus prevents flinching, and intimidate with Luster Purge, Chaos Scepter, Mist Ball, and Dark Pulse. Alright, so we've got a lot to do still in this game. I don't know how much we're going to get done because we are stupid late, an hour and a half late actually, because I actually thought, okay, hey, we'll start early today so we can, you know, just go ahead and get some shit accomplished. And an earlier start means an earlier stop time, which we kind of needed to, oh, that sounds awful. To be able to do some stuff. Oh, no. Well, we gotta get experience on you somehow, Cyber Dragon. I like how when we got the Cyber Dragon from the guy, he's like, he can do a lot of damage with his signature move, Strident Blast, and then we don't have Strident Blast. And it's like, excuse me. Where's my signature Cyber Dragon move? Music King. What type is that in this game? I recognize the cry, but for some reason I can't place it. Mountain Dew Mango Rush. This is an interesting flavor. So it's a cause an uproar and then calm down. What? I don't think I've ever seen a one-turn uproar. So it's good. The mango comes through nice. It's nice and fruity. But it says it's mango sweet heat. So it's like it's supposed to give you kind of like a sweet heat, like with mango hot, like mango flavored hot sauce and stuff like that, I guess, or like wing sauce. I didn't see what they were sending out. I'm gonna swap. But it's not hot. Like, you get the taste of the heat, but without the heat. So, it's not bad. But I don't know. It's definitely not my favorite. Oh, Vor's Raider. All I saw was RDR, and I was like, I don't know what this is supposed to be. What is Sky Scorcher? Fake out. Oh, we got that burn. Psycho Cut. So is Vor's Raider a Psychic type? Think about. Toon Alligator. That's probably a water type, right? Oh, I could have went into Cyber Dragon. He's electric. Ah, that's whatever. We're out of here. So our team now consists of 3 Dragon-type Illusion Magician. Ooh, and 3 humanoid monsters. It's pretty cool. I like this. I like this setup. Chaos Scepter. There's a rare hunter right there. Fighting gem. No kids are allowed in here. So do we just fight them like we would normal rocket grunts? Yeah, we've already fought some of these actually. What am I talking about? I don't know what type you are. Probably dark, right? Can we get the paralysis or the flinch? Nope, but he is dark type. Oh, that did a lot. What the hell? Stole the... That's new. He is a dark type, but that's okay. We'll just Thunderbolt him. That was the plan. Another illusion magician. Let me show you a real magician. I kind of miss having my Yu-Gi-Oh collection. Like, I have a small collection of, like, cards that I held on to. Like, I've got a couple, like, I've got an Ultimate Rare and a Secret Rare Rainbow Dragon. I've got a couple various Cyber Dragon fusions and other monsters. And then a couple, like, Winged Dragon or Raw cards. That's really about it, though. I had to sell everything else. And I miss having all that stuff. I kind of want to build up my collection again a little bit. But it wouldn't be with... It definitely wouldn't be with, you know, nothing but Ultimate Rares. It would be... It would be with, like, just, you know... Like, $1, like, Secret Rares or Ultra Rares. Just so that I could have them. What if I just, like... I can't do anything to you. That sounds such ass. I can't. It sounds like ass. It sounds too much like ass. Sky uppercut? No. We got stab, stab, and then we got electric. Oh, D-Mock hit 50. Okay. Yeah, see, D-Mock we've been relying on too much. That psychic dark typing is just, it's good. Bingo. Help, I'm a self-employee. Battle me. Damn it. Starting with another fucking X. Ugh. Dark Pulse. Volt switch, it'll do nothing. Laughable. Berserkian? What is that? Well, it's dead. It's dead is what it is. Oh. Special attack grows. And then use seismic toss. Oh, we attacked first, so there's no point in switching. $49. Red Eyes got to 47. Gaia the Dragon Champion. Alright, so even if it's Dragon, I'm assuming Dragon Flying or something. We can hit this either way. And then we resist Dragon, so. Ba, 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 da. What the hell? Oh, it just negates the effects of weather. Okay, yeah, well. Oh, we resist that 4 times. Oh, that did nothing. Why does all his shit have seismic toss? What's happening? I should have just... I don't know, I guess I should have done like a grinding montage. So that we could just clear this out quicker, but... I wanted to be able to see the evolutions. Oh no, did we seriously... We left the fucking... Did we leave the Everstone on Cyber Dragon? I'm thinking we did. We haven't got to play with Air Neos yet. Let's get him out here. It's my favorite Neospatial. Curry Babylon. Nels! Ooh, and we got the boost. Ooh, and we got the fine. I drove back right back. What the hell is Sky Grip Wing? Sky Rip Wing? The foe is sliced by a sharp wing, restoring half the damage inflicted. Oh! Bye, Feather Dance. So it's like a flying type Giga Drain. Oh, I did take it off. Sweet. I mean, I was just gonna use a Rare Candy if not, so. And there we go. We got a Cyber Twin Dragon. Oh my god, stop with that. We got a Cyber Twin Dragon. Look at that sprite. So dope. Still got Sturdy. Better special now, though. Did I check if he can relearn anything? I don't remember if I checked or not. Thunderbolt. Oh, the attack speed is so slow on this particular menu. Get rid of Thunderfang, honestly. Charge Beam at least is special, and so that's what we're going for is special. And if we happen to get the boost, then, you know. But see, I don't remember Thunderbolt being a move it could learn before, because I do remember checking this. I'm not gonna bother healing Air Neo since he can kind of heal himself. Is Silphco on the S&P 500? What? Help me, I'm dumb. I don't understand. I do not know what you said. Clearing out these rocket fools. Clearing out these rocket tools. Bars. Alright, battle you. What are you to do? You just sit put and wait for me to deal with these chumps. Pretty sure I already took care of all these losers. Oh, I apparently didn't battle this guy even though I had to go past him to get through the teleporter. Interessante. Jose. Cyber Angel Benton versus Cyber Twin Dragon. Oh, so Steel's good. Alright. What are you, a fairy? That makes sense. I would think, like... Oh, yeah. Well, no, she's a warrior, right? Well, I mean, he's dead, so definitely a fairy. Huh, a princess. That's all it says is a princess. Sent out a princess. Amazonas princess. What is up, Kratos? I'm always down for Yu-Gi-Oh discussions as long as it doesn't surpass 5Ds. Then I ain't got no answers. I don't even think I didn't even fully watch 5Ds, and everything after 5Ds was eh. The game just stagnated, which that's why I like this game so much. It's all dual monsters with some GX stuff and some 5Ds. And as far as I know, I don't think there's anything. Well, there might be like, I don't know, maybe that Eldic thing, Eldritch, that guy. He might have been something. Oh, he tried to grab me. Did you see that? He tried to fucking just snatch me up. Hey, fuck you. Intruder spotted. Yeah, you already spotted me, asshole. I just dip, duck, dodged. Rare Hunter Grunt. Necroshade. That's a really good sprite. Necroshade was a cool elemental hero. It didn't really, nothing really came out of him. Oh, I meant the Thunderbolt. Okay, so first of all, you're forgetting Bakura. Like, don't put no disrespect on his name. As far as like who I think was the best villain, it goes Merrick, Bakura, Pegasus, Noah, and then I hate darts. As far as which one I like the best, I mean, like, so, yeah, my friends gave me the Merrick nickname and yada, yada, yada. But in all honesty, I really like Pegasus. Oh, we get sturdy. Oh, we're not at full HP, though. Okay, we live, though. Honestly, like, Pegasus is just, he's so... I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but the guy who voiced Pegasus. Oh, Cyber Twin! That's because he gets to attack twice. They should have given Cyber Twin, like, parental bond. That way he could attack twice. That would have been so fucking cool. I mean, it's basically what he gets to do in the actual card, right? Yeah, Pegasus was just... His English VA was so good. And he was just a likable character. Like, even though he's the bad guy, like, you didn't... There was no ill will towards him. I mean, granted, I liked Bakura and I liked Merrick too, but at points you were just like, oh god, you know, what are they doing? He's got rough skin. His skin does look kind of rough. He needs some lotion. Oh. It was a good duel. Yugi versus Joey was definitely... It had some feels. That's the thing is, like, I mean, so... Regular Merrick didn't do things himself. And instead had, you know... Was using the rod to control people to do his shit for him. But I feel like Merrick himself was much more cunning than Yami Merrick. Even though Yami Merrick was a better villain and honestly was better at his job. I mean, he could have taken down Joey if he didn't play with his food. He could have taken down the Pharaoh if he didn't play with his food. I have to remember the Mai Valentine duel. We know Mai would have beat Merrick if she just had attacked with her harpies instead of summoning Ra. But I don't know. He's more sadistic, obviously, because that's just how his character is. But I feel like just OG Merrick was just a much more cunning and strategic individual. And because of that, I kind of like how he pitted his own friends against each other. It was a nice little. I haven't used Red Eyes yet either. It was a nice little like duel of mind games, because even though he knew he was dueling against Merrick, all he saw was, you know, his best friend, and that's gonna fuck with your head. Inferno Fire Blast! I cannot do a Joey voice. Well, it looks like the slot machine just ran out of luck. I'll see myself out. I feel like I'm gonna run out of fresh waters quick. I think the Seal of Orichalcos is shit. Like, it really didn't do much in, like, even in the anime. It's like it was just kind of like a nothing card. It didn't really do much that did anything to change the outcome of duels, besides the whole soul stealing thing. But the actual duels themselves, it didn't do shit. And then when we finally got a, like, quote-unquote playable version, it was such a, like, watered-down trash version of the card that it was just like, again, there's no point in ever using this card. It was simply there for just fan service. Again, I really didn't care for the entirety of the... What the hell? Block Dragon? Like, I really didn't care for the entirety of the, What was the fucking... I can't even remember what the season was called. The Orichalcos crap. And darts and... Yeah, nah, I didn't care for that shit. Because, like, otherwise, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Was very grounded in itself, right? Because you had the first season with Pegasus and, you know, just learning stuff. But Kaiba was heavily involved. And then you got the second season... Well, you had Bakura in there, too, which... obviously, we don't learn Bakura's significance until later. Then we got Merrick, and we understand his significance because it's tied directly to the Pharaoh. In, like, more than one way. So it makes sense. And then, you know, we have the Noah thing with Kaiba, which goes back to the shit with Pegasus in Season 1 when he tried to take over Kaiba Corp. And then the final season, they go back to Ancient Egypt, and it's all about Bakura again. And it's like, it all tied together well, where the shit with darts and shit just was such... It was filler, and it was definitely something I skip over. Though, I'll be honest, a lot of times, I skip over, the virtual world stuff, too, usually. Because when I'm watching the Battle City Finals, like, I'm watching the Battle City Finals. So I don't really feel like stopping to watch the shit in between, right? The whole, like, it just, because it takes the hype of the Battle City Finals and just, like, gives you this ridiculous set of filler just out of nowhere. And it's so frustrating because of that. And so it's like, no, I want to get back to the good shit. I'm just not invested in the characters, honestly. Describe Seto Kaiba in 10 words or less. Never satisfied. There's 2. Kaiba's character is just like literally just a character that's just never happy with anything. Like, even if you take away the fact that I'm trying to learn Power Bond. I'm trying to learn a spell type move. What does it do? Raise user attack. Artfully raise the user attack, then attack the foe. After attacking, the user takes damage equal to its original attack stat. Dude, fuck yeah? That's dope. Honestly, Kaiba just, like, he's literally the embodiment of... You went from a shit life to then having everything. Being a piece of shit because you now have everything and forgetting where you came from, but you're still not happy with anything. Aw, yeah, here we go. On top of that, he also... Like, okay, so I didn't understand this in the beginning. Because in the beginning, I was like, it didn't occur to me you can only have 3 of a card in a deck, right? Especially because coming from Pokemon, you could have 4 of a card in a deck. And that's what I was used to. And, whoa, what happened? Hold on. What the fuck just happened? There we go. That was odd. Cyber and Dragon! But honestly, it's like, he won from Solomon Moto. He won the 4th Blue Eyes. And it's like, you've got all 4. Who cares if you can't play one? Frame the other one, put it in your fucking office. And then you got the other 3 in your fucking deck. Like, why? Stupid. I mean, it was for rage bait, just so he could piss off Yugi. But, you know, being a dick versus... Like, you'd have way more to brag about if you just fucking kept the card and, you know. It's like, haha, I got all 4. Also, why make 4, right? Why make 4 Blue Eyes when you can only have 3 in a deck? What is the 4th one supposed to do? Like, I don't know what they were going for there. Oh, yeah, look at that 130 attack, special attack. There we go. Can't wait to see this thing in action. Dude, I forget about that little championship every time. Ooh, TM. Thunderwave. Really, I forget that is a fucking filler arc. That's how bad that filler arc is. The darts thing and the Celeboree Calicos at least did enough that you remember its existence. That little championship shit, like Garbo tournament, I forget even exists every time. Let's see what Power Bond does. I don't really think I'm a fan of the animation. Ho-ho! That is cool, though. That is indeed cool. But yeah, it's so bad. It's such a bad filler arc. Who the fuck even remembers it? Like, no offense. But I always forget about it. Just like I forget about the characters. Every time I see one of the characters, I have to remember what the fuck it's from. And I'm like, what is that? Who is that guy? Oh, Merrick, 100%. Again, Yami Merrick, like, and I say this all the time, but I'm like, I'll get around to making that video eventually. And it's like, yeah, I will. Eventually. But Yami Merrick had... No, I didn't mean to do that. Damn it. Yami Merrick had Joey beat well before it got to... Look at this guy. This guy's just trapped in a room. Yami Merrick had Joey beat well before the whole, all he had to do was attack and then he would have won. No, Yami Merrick had him beat. He just was a fucker and just wanted to play with his food. Again, same thing with against the Pharaoh. He could have beat the Pharaoh around like the first 5 turns. Is this thing a grass type? But instead, he decided to, you know, fuck around with his food. And it's like, he could have won. He could have just won and had his victory, but no, he wanted to make him suffer. And it's like, it's classic bad guy syndrome where the bad guy doesn't just take their opportunity to win. It's kind of like comparing, Future Trunks and Vegeta in the Android and the Cell sagas. You know, Vegeta's like, I'm going to test him. I want to play with them. And Trunks is just like, no, fuck that. I want to kill him. Get him out right now. And it's the same thing. It's like Yami Merrick was all, I'm gonna play with my food for a minute. I'm gonna make him suffer. Whereas he should have just been like, dude, just be done with it. Jax Knight. Correct. After, I don't know why I thought you were a steel type. After Yami Merrick, what is it that happens? So Yami Merrick does this whole thing with Ra, and then he ends up in Merrick's spot, floating, you know, on the side where the lower your HP, the more you get sucked into the Shadow Realm. And regular Merrick ends up in Yami Merrick's spot, in the duelist spot. And then he's just like, oh, huh. Well, while I'm here, I surrender. So technically, I guess I'd have to go back and look if Merrick could have won in that instance, because I know he was like, look, if we, you know, if you decide with me, we can beat him, and, you know, he's trying to, like, plead to his original self, but it doesn't work. But I don't remember if he was about to, if you actually had the cards to win at that particular moment. I know for a fact he did earlier in the duel. See, that's my biggest complaint about Dragon Ball, especially like Vegeta, is like Vegeta, not only did Vegeta fuck everything up, and, you know, Goku died, and, you know, and we got Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, which is great, cool, you know, whatever. But at the same time, he literally, oh yeah, so he literally had the chance to, because he goes into the time chamber first before Goku and Gohan. Then he comes out and he's like, don't even bother going in there. You're not needed. I got this. They go in anyways, of course. And Vegeta has every opportunity to defeat Android 16 and 18. To defeat Cell. Just to do it and be like, look, Goku, you weren't even needed. That's how good I am. I've got the glory. I'm the hero. I'm better than you. And even if Goku did still come out of the chamber stronger or having a more mastered Super Saiyan form, Vegeta's got all the accolades. Vegeta's got all the credits. Like, yeah, you killed Frieza. I killed Cell, who was arguably stronger than Frieza. And he still fucked it up. He still threw it away because he was a dumbass. Yeah, that's more or less, it's not so much a Goku trait as that's a Saiyan thing. So that's kind of like, it's supposed to be like in the Saiyan genes, and being a Super Saiyan kind of just amplifies those stupid genes. It's, yeah. A delicious protein. Oh, nutritious. I think I dueled this guy already, right? Yeah. A TM. Focus Punch. Why does when you pick it up, it explodes into, I can't even tell what it is, but it looks like some kind of like a monster sprite. Yeah, Dragon Ball Super treats every character as a joke, honestly. Like, all of Vegeta's evolution that he had at the end, where he accepted Goku as, better than him, and Goku worked for his blah blah blah. All that shit at the end of the Buu saga that he worked for, and they undid all that in Super, and he went back to being the normal, prick of a Vegeta. Ooh, resistant 4 times. Oh, is he a ground type? That's a shame. I thought he would have been a rock. Yep. Well, I got levitate, so I'm not worried. It's free leftovers. I don't know if he's faster. No, we've got to be faster. Let's burn a dust tornado. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think here's the thing: is I was okay with either outcome for Dragon Ball, Z. Like, end it with the Cell Saga. Gohan's the hero. We've moved on from Goku. Blah blah blah. Awesome. It was a good ending. It really was. Gohan has taken up the mantle of being the protector, and that's cool. Be done with it. No more Dragon Ball Z after that. No more nothing. I'm fine with that as the ending. However, I like the Buu Saga. I like a lot of what they brought to the Buu Saga. And even as much as I like Vegito, such a cool fucking fusion in my opinion. Because I'm always going to be a Vegito fan. I'm not a Gogeta person. But again, Ultimate Gohan was so perfect that I personally think it should have ended with Gohan getting his power up. Goku is still dead. Gohan got powered up. He says his final goodbye to Goku. Because he's like, I won't be seeing you again until you're here. And they say goodbye on the Kai planet. Gohan goes. He's super powered again. And he can beat Buu, save the day, and it's like, hey, you had the mantle with Cell. You didn't take your shit seriously. Something stronger came along. Now you're strong enough. Take it seriously. Beat Buu. Save the day. And then this time don't just, fuck it up by being too lax. Again, that's how it should have ended. We didn't need... Vegeta coming back is whatever. But he also did die more times. Goku could have come back, but chose to stay dead. Vegeta, that's debatable. Right? But Gohan, again, being the savior, should have been the ending. Not Goku coming back and saving the day again. I didn't see what they were bringing out. So in originally, I guess, in the manga, and I don't really get that, because if originally his color was supposed to be blue in the manga to match Bulma, even though Bulma's isn't really blue. But then if that's the case, the manga was still a thing back then, so why was it purple before? I don't know. Like, I've never seen an explanation that really makes any sense to me. If there is one, great, but I haven't seen one. A mysterious evolutionary lump. It raises the attack and special attack of a monster that can evolve by 50%. Eviomite? So it's like an Eviolite for attack and defense? Do you guys have any idea how busted that would be? I mean, I don't have anything. I could have. That would be disgusting. Personally, I mean, I prefer the purple hair, but of course that's because that's what we got. It's kind of like it's always gonna it's the alternative option. I think I already talked to you. is always going to sound different to us, and it's going to sound weird, but it's because it's not what we're used to. So, like, take Red versus Blue, for example. It's called Red versus Blue. But what if it was called Blue versus Red? Now, to most of us, that sounds weird because we're used to Red versus Blue being what it's, what it's called. You know what's actually really good, as I just thought of? Skyrip Wing is good because it gives you health back, which then puts you back to full health, which then triggers the Gale Wings, which then triggers all of your abilities having priority, all of your attacks. That's actually pretty cool. This is such a cool fucking monster. I love this. I don't think Air Neos is coming off the team anytime soon. Starboy. I enjoy the Namek and Frieza saga, but I don't like it as the end of Dragon Ball, in my personal opinion. It doesn't feel like a solid ending to me, if that makes sense. GT, on the other hand, so GT was really awkward, in my opinion. Well, that's neutral. GT had me excited because, Kid Trunks was grown up, so now he looks like Future Trunks. He had the same voice actor as Future Trunks because, it makes sense. But he was such a weak letdown in GT that it was a waste. It didn't matter. So the only reason I was really excited for it was wasted. And then Goku turning into a kid was just kind of whatever. I didn't care for it. But even, like, the baby stuff, like, the thing is, I didn't really care for any of the plot. But I did really like Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I thought it was a cool design, and I thought it, having to go through the ape form was a really cool callback. As far as, like, how it could possibly be canon, especially at this point, between Dragon Ball, between Z, Super, GT, and now Daima, it's like, I don't even know what to fucking say about any of it. Like, because Daima comes in and retcon stuff, and Daima takes place right at the end of Z, but before Super starts, which I think is only like 6 months between the end of Z and the beginning of Super. And it's like, where? I don't know. They're trying to fill holes in where there's not a lot of holes to fill in. And that's the biggest issue with it, in my opinion. Like, Super has some good stuff to it, but I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of the Super plot lines that suck. I'm trying to think of what type he is. The Universe 6 versus 7 stuff was good. I liked that. The shit with the weird, like, slime purple Vegeta, garbage. Then, obviously, the Universe Tournament was great. The Future Trunks saga with Goku Black was great. But, I don't know. Super just, it fell flat in a lot of places. They made Gohan a weakling again. They made Goku an absolute brain-dead idiot. Like, so far past what's even acceptable. In my mind. The whole thing where it's like, what is kissing? Ew. And Vegeta's like, you have kids and you've been married longer than I have and you've never kissed your wife. And he's like, what is that? Like, fucking really? Like, it's so beyond stupid that it's just... I can't stand the way they wrote him. Like, I don't know what Toriyama was thinking, but Toriyama is notorious for forgetting things, so... He forgot Super Saiyan 2 was a thing. He forgot Saiyans had tails, so, that's why Goten and Trunks didn't have tails. It's just like... yeah, it's all over the place. And no disrespect to Toriyama. The man was a legend. Dragon Ball literally carried anime, especially in, you know, in the West, but some of it's just, I don't know. And I haven't watched Daima, so I can't say anything about it, but from what I have known, I don't care for the retcons, and I don't care for his changes to the SS4 design. I liked the SS4 design the way it was, and the things that are different in the Daima variant, I don't like. I don't like the changes. Like, there's a change to, like, the way the fur is on the chest. It only goes, like, halfway down the fucking forearm instead of going down to the wrist. It just seems out of place. I mean, that's the common consensus, is that Z is peak. Way better than Super. I mean, from story to character development to even the animation. Like, Dragon Ball Z's animation, like, everybody always goes back to, like, you know, the big fights. Like, there's, you know, Goku versus Perfect Cell, Gohan versus Perfect Cell, Piccolo versus Android 17, and then obviously, like, Goku versus Majin Vegeta, Vegito versus Super Buu. It's just, there's so many good fights in the show that everything makes it puts into, like, such simple perspective that clearly this is the best that it could have gotten. And it's sad because, you know, you think Dragon Ball Super being, you know, 10 plus years in the real world time, you would think the animation could have been better, but it just wasn't. And there's no real reason that it should have been like that. Especially some of the stuff that happened for, like, I don't remember if it was for the Battle of Gods movie, Flame Body, or if it was for the Dragon Ball Super anime after, because they did the Battle of Gods movie, then they did the Resurrection F movie, and then they were like, okay, we're going to do the anime, but we're going to take the story of the two movies, stretch them out into episodes, and start again. And it's like, why do this? Correct, Gohan had a tail. But by the time the Buu Saga came around, Toriyama forgot that Saiyans had tails, because they didn't have tails for so long. Since before the Namek Saga, tails weren't a thing for Saiyans. And so he completely forgot about it. So we get to the Buu Saga, and we have Goten as a kid and Trunks as a kid, and neither of them have tails because he admittedly forgot Saiyans had tails. And that's such a wild... It's such a wild thing to me, to forget something... Not only to forget something that you wrote, but something that should, to me, feel like this is something that you should have remembered. Like, it's kind of a big deal. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and save right here, and I'm gonna dip for like 2 minutes, and I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. I didn't even... I didn't even hit the S to fucking save. Wow. What a dip. And that was truly so at the time it was really an iconic moment, right? But if I'm being honest, when you look at it in retrospect, it really wasn't that impressive. Like, on the other hand, it's like, whoa, what happened? He went, he changed. His hair is, different. But ooh, are you... But then, like, if you look at, like, first Super Saiyan transformations, they can get so much more impressive. Like, I would say my personal favorite, because I'm not going to count fusions, because obviously they already knew how to go Super Saiyan. Same thing with, like, Future Trunks, which was a cool Super Saiyan transformation when he came out of nowhere, and you're just like, who is this dude? But, I mean, even Gohan's, we saw Gohan's in a flashback. And that's, like, boring. Again, we saw Vegeta's in a flashback, unless you really count the first time we see him go Super Saiyan on screen. Against the android. But my personal favorite is the way they did Bardock going Super Saiyan. Okay. Magic Cylinder. Is that like... Is that like Magic Coat? Oh, now we're getting Strident Blast. Ooh, is it Electric type? 100 and 100. Electromagnetic blast from all three mounts, which may paralyze the foe. 10% chance, but it's base 100. Buy Charge Beam. Nappa and Raditz were like... I thought they were cool characters. But again, I'm pretty sure... I'm pretty sure that Toriyama just kind of forgot they even existed. And it's kind of... he's probably a Steel type. It's kind of sucks because... so, Vegeta, was so about the Saiyan race and, king of... The Prince of Saiyans and, Nappa was one of the last Saiyans. And just killed his ass. It's like, obviously they could, see about bringing him back, or even, attempting to wish, like, especially him, attempting to wish his father back, or even his planet back, but he never does any of that. Goku's such a forgiving individual, and with as powerful as he is, obviously Nappa couldn't do shit. So it kind of feels like, he could, want to bring to bring Raditz back, and he could, wish him back, and then maybe get him to stop being such a little shit. But, again... Flinch? Yes! Correct. Which turned out to be a good thing, but that could also just because that's how the plot was written. That was weird. I took like 2 seconds to move away from him, and he was just like, hey, stupid, if you don't keep moving, you're not going to find shit. I know there's a bed around here, so I'm not gonna bother healing yet. So once we get the Master Ball, what do we do with the Master Ball? I mean, there's the Exodias, there's the 3 Egyptian gods, there's the 3 sacred beasts, there's Rainbow Dragon, which is a god. Ooh, Celtic Nobleman. Well, that sucks for you. Dude, I really want that Uriah figure that they're coming out with. It's so damn good looking. I mean, I wanted the Cyber Dragon. I wanted the Cyber End Dragon. I would love to have all of them, but not that it looks better than the Cyber End Dragon, but the level of detail on Uriah's head, which Uriah's head design is part of why I like him more than Slifer. But the way the detail in the mouth and each individual fucking tooth is crazy. They're so expensive though, and I don't have the money to just drop on them. His ability is Perish Song? What the hell? I mean, lore-wise, that's pretty dope, but the duel's also over, so there's no more turns. Found calcium. I think it was just that Bulma's just not as good of a person as everybody thinks. Like, I mean, the whole thing with Yamcha, which I think they ended up revealing that the Yamcha's the reason they broke up, because he was kind of a shit person to her. But I mean, Bulma's not exactly known for being a modest individual either. And I think it's implied that Bulma is the one that made a move on Vegeta, and not the other way around. So I don't know. Like, Bulma's not the kind of girl you go chasing after. Especially when you see how she acts in Dragon Ball. Like, it just, no. Granted, Dragon Ball doesn't really do well with the females anyways. Like, Chi-Chi seemed pretty sweet, right? When she, you know, showed up to the tournament, the one right before they got married or whatever. But she's a loose cannon, and she's clearly got issues. So, also, red flags. Then there's just the various females throughout the show. And even Android 18, it's like, well, she was a delinquent and a criminal, and then got turned into an android and did some killing, and oh well, then she's decided to be good. But it's like, what are we going for here? What's the message we're trying to perceive? Marin, you know, the girl that he apparently, well, it's never been confirmed, but I mean, his ex-girlfriend's name is Marin, and then his daughter's name is Marin. It's kind of fucking weird. But again, it could just come down to Toriyama is just bad at writing women and couldn't even figure out women's names. So that's definitely a possibility. I will stay in with my immune to poison type. Let's see if we can get another flinch. Or we'll just fucking kill it. See, this is wild. We have 4 badges, and our team are all about to be, like, level 50 and above. I'm just gonna stay in. Well, I remember reading something a while back, and I know this is a common thing where the anime studios will change things a little bit from how they are in the manga, but not enough to really change it being, sticking to the canon of the manga. And Chi-Chi's not as much of a lunatic in the manga. She's not as, like, batshit over studying and anti-fighting and all that crap. And, I mean, I don't think she's the worst mother. She could honestly just want what's best for Gohan, which, becoming a martial artist is not necessarily it. Although you can make money off the tournaments, blah, 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 but she wants him to have a good degree. She basically wants him to grow up and have something that she didn't have the option to have, which is perfectly fine. But she doesn't go about it the right way. I can't use these beds. I can only use the bed where the woman says we can use the bed. It's kind of like it's kind of like with Naruto. Like with Naruto, Sakura in the manga is a much better character than she is in the anime. But nobody knows that because if you haven't read the manga, you don't know that she's changed. And the anime studio like wanted her and Naruto together or something. And so they added stuff in that kind of like was stuff that like seemed like there was something going on between them, but that wasn't. And so, all right. Power Bond! One of my all-time favorite cards. Man, I'm telling you, before the Cyber Dragon structure deck came out, the one that gave us Cyber Dragon Nova, so many people did not know what Power Bond did. It was absurd. Whether I was at a Shonen Jump, and yes, a Shonen Jump, not a YCS, a Shonen Jump before they were changed to YCS. When I was at those, when I was at regional events, when I'd be at like local events, but they weren't my locals. Like occasionally we went to locals in other cities. The number of people that had to read my cards, whether it was reading Power Bond, whether it was reading Cyber Twin Dragon, whether... Like, why? Why do you not know these cards? And it's absurd. It was absurd the number of times I had to explain to people why they lost when I dropped a Power Bond and, attacked twice with Cyber Twin Dragon. And I'm like, alright, attack with Cyber Twin directly? Or attack over your monster, blah, blah, whatever. Attack directly for game. And they're like, wait, you can't attack twice. It's like, it's literally in the card text. That's why it's called Twin Dragon, Cyber Twin, 2 heads, they both attack. It's absurd. It was funny. I'll be honest. It was funny to see people just the mind break as they're trying to comprehend what's happening because they're losing to something that is apparently so outdated that nobody had been using it for years, enough to the point that nobody remembered it. Those were the days. Those were the days. And then they gave us the Nova structure deck, and people, I could use Dust Tornado the whole time. And people tried to pick up Cyber Dragons, and they couldn't play it well because they didn't understand how to play the fucking deck. And then we got Infinity, and we got more support, and it's like, nobody ever played Cyber Dragons properly. And I just got to sit there and keep, judging them. And it was always funny, too, because when somebody would be trying to learn it, they would be like, hey, go to that guy. Go to Merrick. He's the one that plays the stuff. He knows what he's talking about. And, I would play against them and just utterly destroy them. whether they were playing Cybers in a mirror match against me, or whether they were playing their other deck and I was playing Cybers. It's like it just didn't matter. Wow, so many of these rockets have this thing. Yeah, I think that was also kind of like, again, it's so forced. I don't know if that was something that was anime exclusive or not, but it just, yeah, it just wasn't necessary. It wasn't, and that's, again, that's one of the other things that the anime changes that's very clearly in the manga is how Sasuke and Sakura feel for each other. And it's like, it's clear that it's just the two of them. It's not, there's nothing else going on with nobody. Why is it Parker with 2 Ks? The Mass Beast Asgardius. Fuck. I need to get around to watching some old animes again that I haven't watched in forever. Go back and watch some Battle City Finals and watch some GX. Maybe go back and watch some Naruto. You know, maybe like the earlier parts where it was all about ninjas and not the other crap. Hey man, Kratos, same to you. Appreciate you. Red Eyes is trying to learn agility at level 50. No, thank you. No. No. D-Mox 53. D-Mox not even been seeing that much battle. But it's because he doesn't need to. The best part is I know that our team in this game is going to get better. It's already great. But it's going to get better. We're going to get the Cyber Dark Dragon, which as far as stat-wise, I don't remember how much better it is compared to what we already have on the squad. But then Rainbow Dragon will be able to get access to, you know, again, the gods, the beasts, the phantasms, the, you know, stuff like Rainbow Dragon, which is the Exodias, you know, all shit that's, you know, higher than 600 base stats. Is this where the beds are? Can I please fucking heal? You bitch! We got sniped! I got sniped and I'm not even playing a shooter. I wanted to play Battlefront today, just because I've been in such a Battlefront mood. I've just been in such a Star Wars mood, really. And so, even like compared to Halo, I'd rather play Battlefront first. It just, I don't know. I feel like it's less stressful to play. Because, I mean, I take it seriously, but I don't take it as seriously. And I was going to play it today, and then I was like, you know what? I was in such a mood that I just didn't feel... I didn't feel like playing it. I don't want to play anything that was going to require, like, me serious attention. I did not sleep well last night, and my mood has just not been the best. We've been dealing with it, so it's fine. Illusion Magician. I haven't got to use D-Mock in a minute. Come on out. See, I used to have a original D-Mock, first edition. I used to have an original first edition Dark Magician Girl too. But again, 2020 ruined everything. I do want to scoop up just like a cheap, like, again, a cheap secret or ultra rare. Just so I can have some cool cards to flip through that aren't costing, you know, a bunch of money. Or even, like, even if they're not the real card, for example. Like, say I just got a really good-looking Orca. Which, I don't know, some of the cards are so cheap that it would probably be cheaper to just get, like, one of the, like, dollar secret or ultra rares that are still going to look shiny and, you know, pretty, but aren't an actual card, and so I don't have to worry about, you know, sitting here with a bunch of money, and that's kind of how I feel with my Pokemon collection and my current Yu-Gi-Oh! Collection. Even though that collection is small, it is worth a decent chunk. Zero the Ment. You should be a Steel type. You're not a Steel type. Are you a Rock type? You'd have to be, because you resist flying and fire. Yep. That's what I thought. Oh yeah. One hit KO. So I think everything is now 100, or 100, nope. I think everything is now 50 except for Shining Flare Wingman, which is starting to fall behind. La Jean. Oh, that was a crit. Oh, come on. Hypnosis. Oh, Gnosis. Dang, it's a good thing I don't have this Poke Flute right here. You know, I don't know if I've ever tried it, but I wonder what would happen if you use the... Could you use the Poke Flute to awake a sleeping opponent? Like, say their strategy was to use Rest and then use, like, Sleep Talk. And so, like, they rest and then the next turn they're going to Sleep Talk, but you play the Poke Flute and it wakes them up. Which, in that instance, it wouldn't really change a whole lot, because then they would just rest again. I guess you could, you know, run out their rest PP, but... You hammered me. You hammered me like I was buttered toast. Your monsters seem to adore you. I'll banish them to the Shadow Realm with you. Alright, well. What the fuck is this? What the fuck are you? Ooh, we got a crit. Shining Flare Wingman's like, look, I'm behind, but I'm not out.
by all means, man. I don't know of anything else I want to add to the squad that I would replace you with, so... We still gotta finish up Silph Co. And then... Oh, what'd you do? A defense fail. Oh no, 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 no. We're gonna finish up the Silph Co. so that we can then, I guess, battle Sabrina's gym. Because I think we have to beat Sabrina's gym before we can go battle Fuchsia City gym. And then we can get Surf, and then we can finally go to the power plant. And I swear to God, if they block us from the power plant, then... Necroid Shaman. Another crit! What is that? Oh, it swaps our abilities. But you're dead, and this is the end of the duel, so... I wish it would show them, like, just disappear. So it's like every time we beat a rare hunter, they get banished to the Shadow Realm. I wonder if any of these Sylph employees must know how these warp tiles work. And there's warp tiles in the room you're trapped in, so... Ooh! Hungry burger? Hey, stay in. I just had 2 burgers for lunch. I had 2 double smash burgers. They were delicious. I didn't know lettuce on them, though. Looks like there's lettuce on top of and under the patty. Nope, just cheese, 2 pieces. 1 on top and 1 between the patties. Tomato and sauce. Oh no, sniped. So good of you to join me. We haven't run into any of the actual, like, the named rare hunters yet. Those random items were pretty random. Halt, do you have an appointment with my boss that's on the other side of the wall that you can't get to from this side? Beaver Warrior, haven't seen you in a minute. Oh yeah, you're not a... I keep forgetting you're not actually a water type. You just have a water type move. Sword Stalker. Is that Voltorb? Sword Stalker, Sky Scorcher. Dark Geroid, one of my favorite cards from way back in the day. Man, Pharaonic Guardian gave me Dark Geroid, it gave me New Doria, it gave me some cool ass cards. That was one of my favorite old sets. Steam Gyroid. Sorry, Cyrus sucked, and now some of his cards were okay. Droroid wasn't terrible. Dekoichi wasn't one of his cards. What am I talking about? Oh? Oh, we're doing this? I want to send Cyber in, but I don't have Electric and Steel. I have nothing I can hurt it with. I'd have to go Red Eyes. Oh, I want to do Zeet. Get the burn, get the burn, get the burn, get the burn. Yes. Goodbye. Alright, Shining Flare is catching up quickly. There's no items behind you, right? There it is. It's a zinc. I didn't think that's what the item was. It's not even that my Pokemon are taking much damage, but now I'm just, because I'm running through shit, I'm just going through PP so much that I need this stuff to be able to battle. Speaking of Arcana. It's time for the final act, starting none other than me. Prepare yourself, for when you lose, you'll be enveloped by the shadows. I don't know why, when Arcana came out, I thought that the Mimicat, that was one of my favorite cards to play with fucking the new tune support. I loved the Red Dark Magician. And of course, we didn't get one in English for a long time. We didn't get one in English until I stopped playing. And that's crazy. 54. But they got it in English pretty quickly. Or in Japanese pretty quickly. And I had managed to get one from somebody. And I had it for a good while. Because it was cool. But now I much prefer the purple one. It's too classic. I don't know why I tried to do that. He's gonna steal our item. Now he's gonna confuse us. Black Skull Dragon is too cool of an ancient monster. He doesn't get confused. See? He's one of the OGs. Dark Magician. Alright. Oh, are we gonna see a red Dark Magician? Is the shiny Dark Magician in this game red? Wow, it's as if I just fucking called it. Are you Psychic Dark too? Or are you just Dark? That was a crit though. I am definitely going to stay in and finish you with the Dark Magician of Chaos, who also doesn't confuse. Yeah. Wow, so the first time we see a shiny is Arcana using a shiny Dark Magician. That's pretty cool, though. That is pretty cool, I will admit. I've not seen anything shiny in this game. Now, supposedly everything can be shiny, but I've seen nothing shiny. So, a shiny Cyber Dark Dragon or Rainbow Dragon would be cool. I wouldn't say no to that. Sandwich? Nah, I already ate today. Be a shame if your legs were chopped off. Yeah, you mean the saw blades that were switched to energy discs with the English dub? I swear Yu-Gi-Oh! Was probably one of the biggest cases of censorship between the original source and... like, it got changed badly. Please, Giovanni, spare me. What? Oh, no, you didn't just give me a shiny charm. I don't know what the shiny rate is in this game. Am I about to hunt? Well, I'm not about to, because I've got a ways to go to get there. Am I about to shiny hunt? Whoa, Behemoth King. Am I about to shiny hunt Cyber Dark Horn so I can have a shiny Cyber Dark Dragon? I might be. Actually, let me see what it looks like. Hold on. Let me look this up while we're in this battle. Red Eyes grew to 51. Doo-da, doo-da. Okay. They gotta stop doing this. They gotta stop doing this to me. It's not gonna end well for them. My phone is like so disrespectful. It just does not listen when I try to open a new tab. I know I had it open at one point. The Pokédual Pokédex. And we got the burn again. That's so awesome. This time we got paralyzed though. It's okay. Oh, this doesn't show me the, let me go here. Let's say Launcher Spider. This doesn't show me the shiny, so we're gonna go to this one. Yeah. I think it's Bug Fire, that's why. Alright, hang on. like going back. I'm sure I've got a paralyze heal. Ah, shit, there's Odie on. Hold on, I'm gonna get another water. Alright. Let's do this. Giovanni, it would appear we have a visitor. Ah, Marek. So we meet again. The president and I are discussing a vital business proposition. Keep your nose out of grown-up matters, or experience a world of pain. We'll settle this in a duel. Giovanni, I shall join you, as we can make this a tag duel. Don't forget, I want revenge after what took place in the Rare Hunter hideout. The time has come to settle this once and for all. Are we... single-handedly? Okay, I did not see this coming. Look at that, look at our heroes. Our glorious heroes on the field. That's upsetting. Just barely didn't pick up the KO, but we got one Pokemon knocked out, so only one attack coming from their side. Look at these two heroes. This is fucking cool. The mystical beast of blah blah blah. Yep. I'm glad he went for Shining Flare Wing Man so that Air Neo still has his Gale Wings. I hope this is enough to kill. Yeah. I still hate that we barely get to use Cyber Dark Dragon for this entire playthrough. I mean, granted, we still have 4 gyms and plenty of story stuff, but our team is already in the 50s. Alright, so we took out all of Odeon's Pokemon first. Or monsters first, or... whatever, we took out Odeon first. Alright. You say milk. Drink up, Shining Flare Wingman. I mean, Shining Flare Wingman's cool, but I prefer Element Hero Tempest. Okay, so that's a thing. I can't touch you with this, so I'm gonna swap into our Red Eyes. I'd love to stay in with heroes, but oh, if I knew it was gonna do that much. Dang, I could have just killed. Ooh, alright. That's disappointing. We could have just taken their whole team down with just heroes. D-Mox at 55. Trying to learn Feature Sight? No thanks. Your moves are pretty fucking solid as they are. Selling Swordsman level 7. Everything else is gonna one-shot. Unless it has sturdy. Yeah, I didn't think so. Still looking for Cyber Dark Dragon on here. I'm not seeing it on this list. Arr, I lost again! This result is unacceptable. There's Cyber Dragons. Where's the Cyber Dark? I don't know what number it is supposed to be in the Pokedex. It's not on this list. That's weird. Blast it all! You ruined our plans for Sylph! But Team Rocket will never fail. Marek, never forget that cards exist for Team Rocket. I must go, but I shall return. And you're still here? The battle we just had just shows me that Ishizu was correct. I will not fight my destiny any longer. Marek, you have a special power buried deep within you. From here on out, I will follow my destiny. I will no longer stand in your way. Goodbye. Okay, didn't expect that. And a choice band? Woo! And we got a right arm. Wait, didn't we already have a right arm? Hold up. How many right arms do we have now? This feels weird. Right arm. Left leg. Right leg. Okay. Can't believe we got a shiny charm. That's so crazy. Oh dear, you must be blah blah blah. I have some thank you, because I'm rich. Here. A Master Ball. I don't know what I'm going to use the Master Ball on. I don't know. See, it's a shame. See, they're all gone now, and that's why it's like, it's a shame that you can't just do what you need to do and then come back and use them for grinding. because they disappear. And then what do you do? So by that point they're gone, and then you can't train on them, which the training, I mean, yeah, it's better than grinding against wild Pokemon, but also, like, also you can't get the money. So, did I already get Psychic from him, or was he blocked by Rocket? Okay. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I guess we're gonna battle Sabrina. I don't know if I have time to battle Sabrina. We'll see how fast we can get to Sabrina. I think we're going to, or whoever Sabrina is, we'll probably end up getting to Sabrina and having to save that for the next stream. It's Ruby. I'm sorry to have to do this to you, Ruby. So I like how I looked up what a shiny Cyberdark Dragon would look like in this game, and of course it's not going to tell me. I don't know where I'm getting these incomplete lists that don't show the Cyber Dark Dragon. What if I... Oh. So Cyberdark Dragon has a hidden ability called Dragon's Maw, which raises Dragon type damage moves damage by 50%. That's pretty dope. What Dragon type moves does it get though? Break Swipe, Dragon Claw. Cause see, it is a... Oh, let's see what this looks like. Oh. Alright. Dragon Pulse. Outrage. Yeah, okay. But I mean, it's Dark Steel, so like it gets... Let's get to the next trainer. What's up, Skywalker? So Cyberdark gets Metal Claw, Bite, Power Trip, Smart Strike, that's good. Night Slash, Iron Tail, Hard Press. It gets Power Bond. Fuck off, telemarketer. Steel Wing. Payback. Gyro Ball, that's dumb. Flash Cannon. Smart Strike again. Snarl, Brutish Swing. Cut. Foul Play.
crunch. So yeah, I mean, it's gonna be a physical attacker, so... I mean, you could have Dragon Claw, I guess, with it. I guess it just depends. Because if we're gonna shiny hunt, it's gonna depend clearly on whatever the shiny version is. I don't know what the shiny Pokemon looks like. I can't find it. But I know I've seen the shinies before, so I have to figure out where I've seen them before. Unless it's just not showing it on my phone, but it'll load it on my PC. And if that's the case, then that's just something I'll have to... There we go. A lot of Hungry Burgers. My E-Heroes are hungry. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba. My gym leader is so old, I worry about him. Him? Who's the gym leader for this? Who's old in Yu-Gi-Oh? Solomon Moto? All of our Pokemon all of our monsters are so good. We can just use them on their own. We don't have to worry about switching. A critical hit. Yeah, we were talking about heroes before, and you know, I was saying I prefer Elemental Hero Tempest over Shining Flare Wingman. Tempest is not in the game though, which is a shame because Sparkman and Bubbleman and Avian are all in the game. Sapphire Pegasus, don't make me do it. Don't make me have to strike down my Crystal Beasts. Not my Crystal Beast. Sorry, Jesse. You know I wouldn't do it if I didn't have to. If it was a wild, I would just run away instead of killing it. I kind of want to shiny hunt just like a whole team of just stuff, just to have the shinies. And then when I'm done with this playthrough, then I can go back to like a save file and just play with the shiny team. Mimikat's such a goofy card. It was fun to run too, though. I loved playing that card in my Toon deck. 191 speed. Trying to learn Drill Run? The one-hit KO move? No. Oh, no. Nope, Airneos is gonna be just straight up pure flying goodness. Petting the Dark Clown? Yeah, we'll stay in. We're just gonna burn him to shreds, though. Ain't gonna be nothing left of this fool. Red Eyes grew to 52, doo-da, doo-da. Yep, it is Solomon Moto. That was so not what I meant to do. Apparently, Sabrina's great uncle is the gym leader. Solomon Moto is Sabrina's great uncle? Does he also have psychic powers? Was he just pretending to be a frail old man in the anime the whole time? Negrid Shaman is a really cool looking elemental hero. And when he came out, because he came out in Enemy of Justice, I believe. Because he was, because I think I pulled him during the, I think it was Negrid Shaman that I pulled during the sneak preview. And he's a cool looking card, couldn't use it for shit. But also, like, for such a cool design, and then it's a fucking common with no foil, and you're just like, eh. It's like when you pull a legendary Pokemon in a Pokemon pack, and then the card isn't, it's not a holo, and you're just like, but it's a legendary. If I can get to him, I can battle him today before I sign off. There we go. What a bright young duelist you are! I've been watching you duel against the other trainers in this gym, and you remind me of my grandson, Yugi. Just because I like you doesn't mean I'll go easy on you. So go ahead and show me the duelist you really are. I can't do a Solomon Moto voice, so I just did like a classic old man voice. Look at his little sprite. Look at his fucking face. Oh, he just starts with the blue eyes. All right, he's playing his most prized card right out the gate. See how much this does. Oh, it's a crit. Oh, it has white lightning. Oh, Shining Flare Wingman, you can live that, no problem. Oh, not even half. Get up out. Didn't even need to switch to red eyes. Yeah, see, Shining Flare Wingman was like, hold up, don't count me out yet. I don't know if I would. I don't know who I'm going to get rid of when I add Cyber Dark Dragon. I don't know. I'm not taking Red Eyes off. I'm not taking Air Neos off. I doubt I'm taking... I think it's between Flare Wingman and D-Mach. But honestly, D-Mach is... What the hell? They didn't really have a decent switch. I mean, this is our best one. We just don't really have to worry about him. The thing is, we don't resist. The only thing I have that really resists his moves is my own Black Skull Dragon. And I can't hit it for shit. Same thing with Cyber End Dragon. Cyber End Dragon resists the electric moves, but still neutral to the dark and can't hit it. I don't know. Yeah, I think D-Mach is just. Oh. I think D-Mach is just better because he's a dark psychic type, and while we do have a dark type on the team, Flare Neos is fire and flying, and we have flying in Air Neos and fire in Red Eyes, so I think it's just Chaos Blade. Ooh, Chaos Scepter Blast versus Chaos Blade, and I did more.
Withdrew. Okay. Uh-oh. I really wanted to have DMOC versus BLS because DMOC and BLS are such cool monsters. Okay. Oh, he's got speed boost? Oh. Well, we'll put an end to that. Oh, he got a crit! Alright. Alright. Wow, the switches. Pot of Greed, yeah, he's a rock type. That's fine. This should still do a decent chunk. Decent chunk. Of course, now we get the boost. I could roost and get rid of our flying typing. It's okay though, because he's paralyzed, so and he doesn't have a speed boost anymore. Dragon Capture Jar? What the hell? Our speed lowered? That's fine. But yeah, so, like, Yugi had both Black Luster Soldier and Magician of Black Chaos in his deck. Two different ritual monsters. Those were two his strongest monsters, even stronger than his Dark Magician. And they're both badass. And then in comes the Invasion of Chaos set. And we get Dark Magician of Chaos and Black Luster Soldier Envoy at the beginning. And both are, again, cool-ass cards. I like DMOC more, just because I think I like the design more, especially the card art for Dark Magician of Chaos. It's just so cool. Plus, there was just more support to be able to play him before BLS got its own archetype. And he's got Fake Out. Doesn't matter. We don't flinch. And yeah, I mean, they were both so cool, and they were both, like, two of the most hyped cards to get besides Chaos Ember Dragon, which was absolutely stupid and broken and should never have been made. And I liked both, honestly. And then they both got hit when the very first ban list was like, no! But yeah, I mean, I hate to say it, because we've been using... Obviously, we've been using Flare Wingman a little more than the rest of them so that we could get them all caught up. But I didn't see what what was his last thing? Oh, Buster Blader. Oh, that's fine. He should be fighting, right? Time for my favorite monster, Black Luster. Oh, Grandpa's so old he can't read his cards. Oh, goddamn. Was that scripted to happen that way, or did the AI's constant switching fuck up him not saving BLS for last? Oh, because that's so funny. I'm sure of it now. You most certainly have what it takes to go the distance. Your victory has earned you the Marsh Badge. My computer is going full stupid. I don't
Yeah, I mean, they're already almost 270 at this point, so I'm gonna have to start being... What the... What's happening now? Ugh. Let's get him. What the hell? Who are you?
Simpin' old man, we're here to kidnap you.
I have no time for your funny games. I have a gym to run.
Mate, get over here. He's not coming easily.
What the hell?
Apologies, Mr. Moto. My associate was mistaken. We aren't here to kidnap you. We're here to show you an ultra-rare, limited edition Blackluster Soldier card. You just have to come to our van and we'll show it to you.
Oh, well then, why didn't you say so sooner? Come on now, let's get a move on, boys. I must see this car.
If you want to rescue this old man, go to the house in Vermilion. Our leader will be waiting for you.
What? What the fuck just happened? Do any of my Pokemon have Dig? Can anybody dig? No. Damn it. Who just came and kidnapped Solomon Moto? What the fuck? That was the most random plot twist I was not expecting. I don't even know what's happening. Alright, we're gonna get the fuck out of this gym, hopefully. There's probably a quicker way, but I know if you just go left and right, you'll eventually... There we go. So we have to go to Vermilion City. Alright, well, we're going to go ahead and we're going to heal up our squad here in Saffron still. We've got our 5th gym badge, and all of our Pokemon are over 50. You usually have to struggle to get your Pokemon to level 50 before the 8th gym. Not the 5th gym. 51, 52, 52, 52, 54, 56. God. Little Cyber Dragons, little wings and heads and little tail, and this is funny. Ah, man. I really want that Cyber Dark Dragon. Can we wait? Can I wait to do this shit with Solomon Moto so I can at least go and get Fuse's gym badge? And then that way I can at least get Cyber Dark Dragon. I don't know. I guess we'll have to figure it out next time. Well, it's been real. It's been fun. Not nearly as long as... We've barely been going for a little over 2 hours, and this should have been almost 4. But life is what it is, and I'm way too nice. So we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Kratos, Skywalker, anybody and everybody in between, thanks for showing up. If you're watching the VOD on YouTube, hope you guys enjoyed, and hopefully we get our Cyber Dark Dragon in the next stream. With that, we're going to bid you all adieu, and we'll see you guys